This is But Don't Quote Me, a podcast about life, love, the culture, but just do not quote us. Exactly. Welcome back to this lovely podcast about, not quoting us. Welcome to But Don't Quote Me. It's a podcast about life, love, the culture, but don't quote us. I'm Lindy.
Right. My name is Madison.
And we are co-hosts with the mostest, bringing you everything, all the things. So first of all, the tea that hit the streets, actually very recently, because today we're filming, it happened today. I've been seeing on my TikTok a whole bunch of clips from Teyana Taylor's live. And I was like, Teyana Taylor's live? What's she talking about? Of course that divorce, of course that man.
I just, at this point, unless it's like super outrageous, I don't defend nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like the last thing I feel like I really defended. Hello, it seems like a fight for life every single time. Yeah. Like I don't even want to influence nothing for real, because it's just like, and now it's just like, it's too. First of all, I'm not even like super social. I don't like being around people, and I feel like you have to. And then people really care about what I'm doing, and it's like, damn, you, not to be outraged, but you can't even be like unaware. You can't be stupid, because everything you say gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say everything correctly. So at this point, everything I say on the podcast, that's as much as they're getting from me.
Okay, it's so interesting because people will literally, because in real life, like no social media, you will only have to defend a man if one party, whether you or the man, are telling people this information. Like, if it doesn't come out of somebody's mouth, there's nothing to defend, there's nothing to talk about. Like, you could go along, act like your relationship is amazing, because you don't have to come back and be like, no, but wait, but da-da-da-da. But these social media streets, they're gonna find it and then come back to you like, you got this and da-da-da-da. It's so insane. It's so insane.
My thing is, okay, I guess she was like defending him because they're family and stuff. But I actually never seen him jump out and defend her ever. Maybe I missed it.
No.
Maybe I missed it. Because I'm like
super fast.
Yeah, so I just feel like all this defending, I probably wouldn't have did that, because it's just like, at some point, where are you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, we was like that.
Especially after she made that long post when the divorce was first, like, pop up, they're getting divorced. She made a long post about that's her baby daddy and they're still best friends and like sometimes life happens, blah blah blah. I ain't hear or see nothing from that nigga positively after that. I didn't even see nothing about him in the comment. Right? He's like, this bitch putting on for the internet. No, we not good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would have said anything at all, just because I feel like also, since he's not saying nothing about me, I wouldn't say nothing about him. But I feel like it's just so stressful. Like, divorce seems mad stressful. They got you waiting. You got to be separated for years. Now you dragging the process. Like, and now these fees and fees and fees. And we got to split shit. Right. Hello? Whoever make the most money, that's who's paying for it. So, it's just, I wouldn't have got on there and said shit else. Because, what? I'm already stressed.
Yeah. So basically, in her TikTok rant, whatever, she was basically saying, because recently the divorce got finalized and people were able to see, because niggas be doing their digging, who got what in the divorce. So I feel like they kind of ended off very like evenly, but people saw that, I don't know, niggas on the internet, they just hate that a woman gets anything. So they've been on her ass. So I think that's why she came out and she's talking about how, like, the divorce procedures actually were very even.
They be on you in the comments, like, not like, I don't even know, like, they go out their way to get the divorce papers, like, see what you got. And then they'd be like, fuck you, bitch. So your whole comment's like, fuck you. You took all this, you did this, da da da. I'm like, googly moogly. Who got time to do this?
When I just wanted to get back what
I got enough time to read the tea, plus have a thought, and walk away.
Nothing incites that much rage out of me from other people's lives. I don't even get. It's a different brain chemistry these people have. Swear up and down, it's a different brain chemistry. Because
Put that phone
you're
down.
not even getting money from commenting on people's comments. It's just a rush because like they get some type of rush from one being disrespectful behind a phone, but also getting other people to like their comment. It's probably like, ooh, I knew I was justified. She's a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Right. You got 1,000 likes. You turned up.
Exactly.
You done said the craziest thing in life. Yeah, I feel like the comment don't make sense. Like, niggas are not getting paid for comments. Like, if you made a video, then it's like...
If you turn into a yapper on the TikTok, you're up.
Okay, if you got a yap-a-thon, then that makes sense. But I just feel like, yeah, she shouldn't have to do that. You know, sometimes it is what it is with the courts. Like, if that man didn't get on that internet himself and say all this, then I feel like you don't need to defend him. He's grown as hell.
Correct. So she went through, I mean, she was kind of defending him a little bit in this rant or whatever, but she was basically saying like what she got versus what he got that was already hers, that she heard through a grapevine that he was the main person leaking like negative stories,
and that's why I wouldn't be defending nobody.
Exactly.
Negative talking about me.
He's like pushing it somehow behind the scenes or whatever, and that she didn't take nothing extra from that nigga. Like, that nigga's not making super buku bank. Like, people love to forget that women, a lot of times in celebrity relationships, they come into the relationship with things. They have their own. So
yeah, for sure.
Because people just see him as this big basketball player, which is he Kobe? Is he LeBron? No, he's a big basketball player ish. Then they're like, no, we know he got banged. Okay, the nigga crashed her car, which was like a Bugatti or a Benz or something. It was something expensive. Crashed it. Apparently, he never paid for it, so he had to pay her $1 million flat to pay for that. And
damn.
Just a whole bunch of stuff. I'm trying to remember what exactly she said, but that was basically the gist, that y'all got the game fucked up, and I just have to let y'all know that that nigga didn't do nothing extra for me, and I didn't take nothing extra from him. Also, that nigga been in allegations, been in cheating, been in doing hella grimy shit. That's why they get divorced.
They just expect that. They just expect that from men.
They're like, he's a
so they just be like,
player. Duh.
Yeah.
But you are a bitch. Like, it's crazy.
But you fucking suck. I'll be like, damn. So going in. They be going on in on the women so hard. It's just like, especially like with divorces and stuff, it's like, did you not see what that man was doing? I'm like, it's just like, immediately, whenever I see a divorce case, it's like, this bitch wanna fucking leave?
Literally.
Did you not? And like, that man could have broke every vow possible, but it's like, bitch,
broke every chain.
Did you not mean your fucking vows? Right. Till death do us fucking part, bitch. You want to leave because he did this, and this, and he did this and did that behind your back with your friend? Like, they be appalled. I'm like, shit, bitch.
They really do. It's weird. And
disgusting.
I don't
understand.
I don't want to be that much into. Unrelated but related. The comment section and people are searchers, and let me tell you why. These two TikTok people that are in the fitness space, I think her name's Lexi something, and his name's Nigel. They're dating now. And you want to know how everybody knew before
period.
Right. Which is an interesting pairing, but none of my business.
I really don't know nothing about them, but I did see the videos about people catching them. And then, well, not why they were catching them, but well, you have to tell me why they caught them, because I saw them get caught and then I saw them pop out, but I don't know, like, was it like a nail color?
People were catching on early on. I don't know how they caught on early on, but I remember the one that I saw and I said, oh, they got your ass. But I had been like, I would watch a video, go in the comments, and I'm like seeing like, oh, you're dating Nigel, and I'm like, Nigel? And then I like see Nigel pop up and everybody's like, Lexi. I'm like, how the fuck do y'all do this? Then I saw
They need help.
No, they do need help. She posted a video where she was getting ready in the bathroom. The nigga walks in. She got a little clip of his blue jacket, silver zipper. No, I'm talking no skin tone is seen in this motherfucking clip.
Damn.
They go and find a picture of him, that same blue jacket on his Instagram. I said, no other nigga could have a blue jacket? But they was onto it, and they was right.
They said.
I said, damn.
They follow each other?
Probably, but like they're TikTok people in the fitness space, and everybody's kind of like, I just assume like they probably do follow each other on TikTok.
They just do too much. Like, you gotta look into the followers, you gotta look at the pictures, you gotta see who got a blue jacket on. That's just too fucking far.
Went crazy. And then I saw one of his lives pop up, and somebody was like, Nigel, we know you got a blue jacket, and he was like, and he read it out loud. He was like, what?
Gotcha, bitch. No, that's fucking crazy.
Yo, I don't ever want anybody in my business that bad. My God, I'm gonna have to run it up on this in this content space and disappear on some shit, because that's scary. That's so scary. If they can find that nigga in the blue jacket, they can find your address and get in your house.
It's scary. It's scary.
And then people be having kids.
Okay.
And then unrelated completely.
And they do be finding people's houses. I'll be seeing
yes.
And like TikTok, they be like, this man lives in this neighborhood right here, this $300 million house. I said, bitch, did you put my address on the motherfucking TikTok?
Right, because I know you didn't just
for
dox
views?
me for some damn views. But
right, they be like, you're so
unrelated.
rich. Why do you live in this $100,000 townhouse? Bitch, my single self?
Right, like,
Scary.
can I do that? I saw a video today. This family channel on TikTok and other family couple on TikTok, they wanted to do a collab together. The family with 2 kids don't even know this couple, invited them to stay at their home for the weekend or for a week or something.
Oh no.
To do TikToks. You have children. You're inviting another grown man you've never met in your life to live in your house, to be in your home.
See,
you have a
and
little
that's why
girl
they
and a little boy. What the fuck are we talking? Like, I don't know. It's just like a little. That whole scenario went positively. They're saying now there's been positive now. The 2 wives are best friends. Blah blah blah. Great, but it could have so quickly been a negative ass experience. What the fuck are you inviting these niggas here?
I would have never.
Get a damn hotel. Aren't y'all popping on Instagram? I mean, aren't y'all popping on TikTok? Get a fucking hotel. I was blown by that. Taking a nap.
That's scary.
Led astray. I said, invited to their house with your kids. And it's your first time meeting these niggas. They had like 1 phone call before that. I was like, yo, people ain't worried about their well-being like they really need to be worried anymore.
Yo, that's why they be saying like, it would be so easy to be like a serial killer now. Cause like people just be doing things, and I feel like you shouldn't go through life being scared, but let's just be more aware, like, of what could happen. Like, just look into it a little more, like bringing people into your houses and shit. Like, why the hell would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, you don't gotta be super scary. Like, you can take some risk, but like make some calculated risk. Like,
I think it's probably easier to kill people now, but not easier to be a serial killer, because you know people be having.
I think you definitely gonna get caught faster,
and then, right? And DNA and shit now, cameras.
But
everybody
like,
got a Ring camera.
Okay, but I don't know. I feel like it's definitely. I think it's easier to kill. Like, you probably definitely gonna get caught, but like, you probably could have somebody taken down.
I was trying to tell my friends
it's easier to stalk
about that with like going to Colombia, because they're talking about they can go to Colombia and be with a Colombian bitch. I'm like, y'all don't understand that because of
they be getting bitches. I think they be getting niggas lined up.
Exactly, and because of the passport bros, that little movement is really heightened the fact that the bitches are going to lead you to death.
And what kind of niggas you with want to go be with random Colombian bitches? Child, they ain't got no motion in America.
I'll tell you later, but I was talking to them.
Get some help.
I don't remember why they wanted to go. They were talking about going to Colombia, and then they was like, and then be with a Colombian bitch, whatever. And I was like, it's all fine and dandy till them bitches set you up, so you need to be vigilant, you need to be aware. And they was like, oh well, I wouldn't just go off with her, whatever, I would just bring her back to the spot. I'm like, okay, so then
they don't come to your spot.
I don't understand what you're not understanding.
You gotta think, like, I've been thinking like life is a movie. You gotta think of every possible, like
oh,
go
girl,
to their spot.
that's missing right now.
Oh, yeah, they said that man keep changing his story.
And then the friends gonna leave her outside. And then they're gonna wake up and go to the excursion and not be like, where is our friend? It's a lot of sketchy ass dumb ass going on over there. And I keep forgetting about it, but now that we're talking about it, it's something happening. Because, I mean, I guess sometimes girlfriend groups aren't as like on it as every other girlfriend group, but I don't see how you then woke up the next morning, everybody got together for your excursion and you went off. You just thought, oh, maybe she's at the nigga house sleep. You didn't check in,
right? Didn't really, right?
No call, no text. Who just assumes out of the country like that? Who's just assuming? That sounds crazy to me.
Out of the country is crazy.
Even assuming in America, in your city, is crazy. But I could see that way before I see you out in where did they go? They went to some tropical island that's like more black.
I think DR.
I would never be in the Dominican Republic and be like, oh yes, Madison, go off with that man walk, and then wake up the next morning. I wouldn't do
that. You know how I am.
Wake up the next morning and put on your excursion clothes and y'all go
get a little zip line in.
Go ride ATV.
Fuck out of here.
Go ride
That's
ATV.
crazy.
Nobody's thinking about Madison. And then they come back from the excursion at freaking 5 p.m. because the excursions be long as hell. They're like, damn, where is Maddie? Let's knock on her door. The next day, it is so crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it.
And I wouldn't advise it. I watched this story on TikTok. These girls, I think it was like 3 or 4 girls. This man was trying to abduct them in Colombia. He was driving them. He was an Uber driver, but it was nighttime, and it was, I guess they were coming back. Maybe they were coming back from the club or whatever. They're in the car. This man stops driving the way the GPS is taking them, and he's like trying to cut his GPS off, and he's like just driving, and they're like texting group chat like, what is this nigga doing? And then I guess he like gets to a good spot that's like maybe people aren't around. Then he starts attacking them. He parks the car, starts to attack them and try to get one out the car, I guess, to like take the girl. And one of the girls in the car was like, we either all in this car or we all out this car. We cannot let this man take. So they're like beating him, punching him, beating him, punching him, beating him, punching him. One of the girls get in the front seat. She's trying to drive the car, but it's a stick shift. She can't drive the stick shift. So he goes to the front and pulls her out. So now she's outside the car. So now all the girls jump outside the car. So like we're not getting away from each other.
You gotta jump that man.
Beating him. They said, I ain't followed the whole story, hella parts. But the part I got to was the fact that he was trying to get one of them to like an area that had like mopeds or something to go off with her on a moped. So I guess he was like gonna park the car, grab somebody and go off. And one of the girls had fallen asleep. So I think he probably thought, got your ass. But no, they was
gonna take the bitch on a moped.
Yeah, and like dip off to somewhere.
How the fuck he was gonna do that?
I really don't know. But I was like,
crazy. I'm like, somebody got to be over there.
Yeah, probably. It probably was something else going on. But they're here to this day to tell the story.
No, my gosh. Oh my god. I'm telling you, I be really feeling like fight or flight, because I really be thinking, I be going to the gym and niggas be weird.
Yeah.
I be thinking like
every time.
Oh my god, we were in freaking Vegas at Rolling Loud, and I remember we got in this van. I don't know who idea it was, but I thought it was a horrible fucking idea. We got in a fucking van, and he didn't put his GPS on, and I said, "Can you put your GPS on?" and we're like dead arguing in the car. He's like, I'm from Miami, I know where I'm going.
Oh, yeah.
I said, I don't know, I don't give a fuck where you're going. I got my GPS on too, but I need you to see where you're going so we on the same accord.
Right.
And then he made me mad, so when I sent him the money for it, I put crack so I could pretend like I didn't do it. And he was like, why would you put crack?
And I was
bro,
like, I was in and out of sleep in the back. Like, I'm trying my best to be alive.
Lauren was the only one up with me, and she's seeing me argue with this man because I live my life in a little bit in fear. Like, where are you taking us in this van? In Miami?
Situation. We wanted to get out of there so bad, but like that was not an Uber. He was not an Uber.
I'm like, we're in a truck, and my biggest fear is like, what if the door handle, like they close you when you can't get out? I've been watching too many movies.
Was it 6 months? How many people? No, because it was us and other people, right? Or that was when he only took us.
I think it was 5 of us.
Period. All 5 of us would have really had to go to work on.
We would have had to. First of all, only 2 of us were awake, so we would have had to start getting to it, bitch. Get to it immediately. Because as soon as I was so tired, but I'm like, I have to stay up. Was that the last day? Did we ended up? I think that might have been. That was either the day I made everybody go to the club, and it wasn't like popping. That might have been that day too, because I remember just being so fucking tired. But I was tired all those days, so I don't know.
Right,
but
was Rolling Loud was great. I was telling you that, and I'm like, what was I thinking to go to Rolling Loud in the pandemic?
Okay,
crazy,
psychotic. And I shared that drink with that man. I said, "Oh, bitch."
Right, and then I'm the bitch that goes and gets COVID. I'm like, I didn't even.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't know
in the club. Actually, was in the club.
I gave that nigga. I shared it at the festival because I was like, oh. It was like little Travis Scott drink. I said, that's good. He said, yeah, you want to try it? I said, of course. And he let us skip him. I said, oh, great man. I was like, you want a shot? Okay. So we didn't share 2 drinks. But my problem is I really be moving like you cannot get sick outside. And that's a problem.
And you surely can. Especially the deadly sickness that was going around. Which that shit was scary. Insane. I can't wait to have kids. I can be like, y'all don't understand how your mother almost died in 2020. Okay? 2050. Then what is it now? 2025? 25 years from now?
Yes, ma'am.
25 years from now, I'll probably just have one child to talk to this about. Okay. And that's when I'll be like, you almost wasn't here, my nigga. You almost wasn't here. Okay. Because nobody was here. Wasn't here. Because Alicia was taking out the world.
Scary.
I should have really vlogged more, but I wasn't doing shit. But it would have been good.
I remember I vlogged that one, and it's private now because I don't like the video anymore. But
no, I mean like day to day in COVID, like how was COVID?
Oh yeah.
But I
it was a hot mess.
I was like, I don't really want. I have nothing to record.
It was like a blur.
No, honestly, but I should have recorded so I can have things to look back on. Like,